guys. Okay, so this video is super delayed, and I'm so sorry that it has taken me such a long time. Exactly 9 months since my last comments video, and I know that this is so bad on my behalf because it actually delays a lot of comments that I want to answer. From now on, I will try to do the comments video a lot more frequently so I can answer those, comments relevantly, closer to date when it's posted and things like that. So I will try to be on top of that. So anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna go straight to it, continuing on from the last comments video. So the first video that I'm gonna talk about is the anti-aging skincare routine. SunSizzle33 says, "Hey Mia, what age is appropriate to start using anti-aging products? I'm 25 and I still fight blemish acne here and there." There isn't a specific age where you should start using anti-aging products. So the difference between anti-aging products and wrinkle fighting and all that sort of heavy duty like derma filling type of products are kind of slightly different, because anti-aging is more like a preventative. It is also more of a maintenance. It's basically making sure that your skin is looked after, taken care of, so that it prevents the early signs of aging, like premature aging. If you are the type of person who has a lifestyle where you're out in the sun a lot and your skin is exposed to sun damage, things like that, maybe you would need to start using anti-aging regime a lot earlier than, say, for someone who doesn't, require to go to the sun as much. So for me personally, even though I have acne still and I still am fighting blemishes, I do use quite a few anti-aging products that help to boost that skincare routine. So CC Simon says, "Hi Mia, when would you recommend one to start using anti-aging products more, especially for women and girls who wear makeup every day?" So pretty much the same thing as before. Like I said, especially if you're wearing a lot of makeup on a day-to-day basis, the makeup can cause some sort of stress on the skin, so you might need to start preparing your skin for premature aging. Anti-aging products is as simple as sunblock, because that is helping your skin, protecting your skin from premature aging. So even just a simple moisturizer that has SPF, or even a moisturizer standalone, is an anti-aging product. Okay, the next video is, "Are you happy with the way you look?" So this one I was flooded with comments about Dan is 30, oh my god, Dan is 30, am I hearing things? So I just want to clarify this with you. Yes, Dan is 30 plus now, and I know he is very, young looking for his age, and I think that has to do with a lot with Asian genes, and I think Asian in general, speaking generally, that we do tend to look younger than our age. Ang Ling says, "Why does Dan have big eyes? Is he 100% Chinese?" At the risk of sounding racist, luckily some Asians do have double eyelid and some don't. I guess it also has to do with genetics and things like that. So for me, the strangest thing is that both my mom and dad have double eyelid and they have big eyes, but for some weird reason I have monolid, or I don't even know what kind of eyelid I have. It's like quadruple lid, and my eyes are not even that big. To come think about it now, most of my cousins, like my cousins on my mom's side, right? We all have monolid and all of our parents have double eyelids. I don't know. That's just weird. Okay, so the next video is how to properly detox. So I've got ASBSCS says, "Is lemon not good?" I wouldn't say is lemon not good. Lemon detox does exist, and lemon detox has been on the market or in this industry of detoxing for a while. My only, I guess, critique about lemon detox is that because lemon is so acidic, it sometimes can be a little bit dangerous for your stomach, especially for people who don't have very good stomachs. So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant on just doing a lemon detox, whereas why I introduced how to detox naturally by incorporating not only foods, pressure points, but just changing your lifestyle in general. That will help your body detox, like overall detox together. Now, Mazdos says, "Your advice are so interesting. Any advices to stop smoking?" It's actually a very interesting topic, and although I feel like I want to actually do a video about it, I will just quickly touch base on what I think is very important in terms of any addiction. So whether it's smoking or drinking or chocolate, any addiction that you have, there is literally absolutely zero health benefits to smoking. There's nothing good about smoking at all. I feel like it's just something that you should consider, like, you know, for your health, for your skin, for your future, everything. It's not worth it. Honestly, it just, at the end of the day, there's no benefits out of it. Why are you doing that? Katsuka Maureen says, what about green tea? Doesn't it also help to detox? And I've also got quite other few comments about green tea being a detox or herbal tea. So basically, I just want to just condense that and answer it together. So green tea or any type of herbal tea that advertises detoxing is obviously a detoxing way or a solution, but it is not something that I recommend you do, because if you rely heavily on just drinking this bag of green tea or this, you know, this bag of herbal tea, then your body will rely on every time you need to have this specific, you know, tea or whatever it is to detox, then your body's not doing it naturally. I rather you do a detox program where you can incorporate these things into your lifestyle that you can do on a day-to-day basis, and your body will naturally detox. The next video is top 10 summer must-haves. Samantha2 says, can you drink the chrysanthemum tea cold, or is it bad for you? And yes, you can, and it's not bad for you. I like to drink it hot because it was actually in winter, but usually in summer I'll chill it in the fridge and drink it cold. The best ideal way is to drink it at room temperature. So even if you chill it, just take it out of the freezer or the fridge for a little while and then drink it. So like, don't give yourself a brain freeze. Alana Ishmael. Alana says, how many times a week or day would you recommend to drink the tea? I don't have a specific amount that you should drink. For me personally, I usually drink tea religiously on a day-to-day basis, but because it's cold, it's a yin drink that it's actually cold, I don't think you should drink it excessively. So maybe I would say like 2-3 cups a day top, and then avoid it when you have your period. I got Raven Chelsea says, could you please do a hairstyle tutorial on your hairstyle in this video? And Annie Bemnowski says, I'm here about the hair. What is this called and how is it done? I have pretty much 2 hairstyles that I do in my videos. It's either curled or straightened. It's either down or up in a ponytail. I remember that day being specifically, I was having a bad hair day and it didn't look nice down, it didn't look nice up, so I kind of just did it in a bun. And then because my hair was just not happening, I decided to do like a little mini bow looking thing. And because it wasn't done properly, I stuck a bow in between the bow just to cover up the messiness. But I will try to somehow replicate this and show you guys in a tutorial. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure there's so many other bow hairstyle tutorials on YouTube that you guys can have a look at, because I'm pretty sure they'll do it better, but I'll try my best. Next video is Yuna Girls Generation Mr. makeup tutorial that I did. We got Sakura Mikan says, how do you apply makeup to look like a K-pop guy? Now this is very interesting, because if you guys are interested in a K-pop guy version makeup tutorial, please like this video, comment below and let me know, because I will find you guys a actor or a model and I will show you guys how to do it, because I think it's super fun. And Wild Awake says, look like a ghost. And I actually laughed out loud when I was reading it, because when I was looking back at the video, I'm like, oh my god, I did look like a ghost, because at one point my face was so white because it was like covered in, you know, white foundation, because Korean makeup is, a lot of it's quite, you know, fair. So I was using the lightest makeup foundation that I had, which wasn't even that light, but I used that so I looked like a ghost. And I'm sorry if I scared you. Okay, the next video is Best Friend Tag. Livia Create says, hi, I love this video. You are so fun to watch. What do you use to edit your videos? We use Adobe Premiere. I study Final Cut and I know how to use it, but I've actually discovered that Premiere is much easier to use. Missy Tipsy says, hee, does Julie seem kind of catty? That's kind of funny, because Julie is actually well known to have the BRI. So she has that sort of look where if she's not smiling, then she looks just angry. And she gets that a lot. Pretty much all her life, everyone's been saying, are you okay? What's up? You know, something wrong with you? She's like, just because I'm not smiling doesn't mean I'm not happy. I think at one point I was told that I had the same problem where if I wasn't smiling, people thought I was angry. If you ever do bump into me on the street and I'm not smiling, it's not because I'm angry or that I'm, you know, upset, just because that's my resting face where I'm like zoned out. LEZ says, she is so cute, is she mixed? That was the same question that I had about her, like when I first met her. Well, not when I first met her, but like I used to think that, you know, she was some sort of mix because her eyes were like lighter than like average. So the next video is how to cure headaches, and Luis Batista says, what if you don't have a hairline? Oh. If you don't have a hairline, I guess where you think your hair would start, so any like little bits of hair follicle that you see, or how I would measure is basically your palm. So from your eyebrows to where the start of your palm is, that's probably around where your hairline should be. That's just indication, you know, usually like no more than 4 fingers really. So that's what I think. Bo Danger says, my dad keeps saying that young people don't get headaches. Sometimes I get dizzy and the room spins. It really annoys me. How do I prove him wrong? I don't actually think you need to prove him wrong. There's so many reasons to why you get headaches, and I don't think it's something that your dad should neglect, even though if it's not something too severe that you can sort of, you know, I don't know how to answer this without offending anyone, but basically if you are having these headaches, try these tips, and if they work, awesome. If they don't, maybe you do need to get your dad to take you to a hospital and see a doctor or something like that. Maybe there's something else to it. Nikki Crown says, Mia, do you have any tips on secrets on improving posture things? I actually have been thinking about doing a video on that posture, because when I was little, I used to wear this brace that almost prevents me from having a hunchback. So I think posture is very important, and I actually envy a lot of girls who have really good posture. So I think I will be doing a video about that. So watch out for that one. Alex Paul says, can you make a kidney cleansing video? That would be great, because I have no idea what to do to cleanse it. I'm actually in the middle of working on a series of videos that can help not only just do kidney cleansing, but liver cleansing, stomach cleansing, basically not just cleansing in general, but like how to take care of those organs in your body. The next video is makeup rules with the makeup brushes. Poison Ivy 15 cents, when you buy the brushes, do they have it labeled as natural or synthetic hair? Not all the time, it depends on the brand and also depends on the brush itself. Usually you can feel the brush, it will actually feel different. Like the synthetic hair bristles are usually more softer, finer, and you can feel like they're different to natural hair. I don't know how to pronounce that, but she or he said, can you do a lip liner video? And I'm definitely will be doing one, because I think lip liners are quite important, and I will kind of do that with the lipstick video. So that is coming up soon too. The next video is my go-to eye makeup tutorial, and Sweet Black Blood 1 says, I know you don't usually answer to comments, but could you do a tutorial about the difference between day and night makeup? Okay, I'm so sorry that you think that I don't usually answer to comments. I do, I just haven't had the time to go around to answering every single question. I would do a video on how to tell the difference between day and night makeup. Actually, would you guys like to see a tutorial on how to change a day makeup into a night makeup? Because that's the thing that's fun as well. So let me know in the comments below. Emily H says, oh my god, so pretty, can you do my makeup for me? Laugh out loud. I would love to do your makeup for you. Like, I actually enjoy doing makeup for other people, because to be honest, sometimes it can get a bit boring doing the same face every day, and it's like the same thing really. But with other people, they have different features, different colors, different eyes, and I don't know, I think I actually personally love doing makeup for other people. Chiyoshi said, what happened to you? Can you please elaborate on what you mean by what happened to me? Like, what? Okay, the last video is AVEENO product review, and Anna Chan says, oh, have you done a review on the konjac sponge yet? And I think I've done that ages ago when I actually featured it in one of my empties videos. Basically, long story short, it's great for cleansing. It's not something that I would replace the Clarisonic Mia, because it's a completely different thing, but it's good to sort of carry with you because it's light. But being a sponge, it can absorb product residue and there's a concern of how you store it because there's also, contamination, bacteria, whatever. So there are a lot of factors in it because I'm not something that I would heavily rely on using, but I don't mind using it. I actually do quite enjoy it, and if I have the option of using both, I do. Debbie Rao says, wait, Australia's rays are deadly. Is it exaggeration or are you serious? I'm actually serious. Australia is famous for our deadly rays. But it's a lovely country, guys. It is. You should definitely come. Like, everyone just should move to Australia. Make this the new America. I'm just kidding. Sarana says, hi Mia, does Priceline sell the shampoo and conditioner that you mentioned? Unfortunately, the one that I used isn't available in Priceline that I've seen locally, but you can get this online. So if you want to visit AVEENO.com, they'll actually tell you where you can get it. But I know that AVEENO directly does shipping as well. So just have a look at the website. Depending on where you live, it will ship or not. Nanushka says, do they have an online store? And I said, I believe they do. So if you just hop on AVEENO.com, but I'm pretty sure if you live in the US or Canada or anywhere else except for Australia, if you live in those places, go check out your local store first. I'm gonna cut my video here because if I go on, I will literally be here all day, all night. And so hopefully I'll be able to do another video, comments on videos soon. And I hope this was somewhat entertaining for you guys to watch. It also not only answers your questions, but a little insight into my personality and what I'm like. So I hope you guys have a lovely week and I will see you in my next video. Bye!